Hey everyone, Dr. Liz here. I don't usually come to you from my home. It's usually in my office, my videos, but I thought I would just do a quick one here because it was something I was thinking about. I work a lot with overeating, and often overeating coincides with some food addiction that goes on. And when we get into food addiction, it's like this feeling of feeling powerless over the food that's happening. Sometimes there's a concept of coming up of people overeat or they binge to numb feelings. And so then when someone stops binging or stops overeating, they say, oh, I should feel the feelings. Like, that's what I need to do. I need to feel the feelings, and that's going to get me through this. I say yes and no. Sometimes feeling the feelings is really hard to do. And maybe it's not a good time to feel those feelings. Like maybe it's just too hard. Maybe it feels too hard for you. So instead, what I recommend in those situations are detach, distract, and decompress. Okay? Detach, distract, decompress. Detach yourself from what's going on, if you can at all. Distract yourself however you can. Maybe that's going for a walk wherever you are. Maybe that's with a TV show. Maybe it's I don't know, calling a friend, texting somebody. Maybe it's scrolling social media. I don't know. Distract yourself and decompress. So try to bring the pressure off of yourself, off of those feelings. Like, I don't have to feel right now, actually. I can just simply do something else other than overeat, other than binge. So that I hope is helpful for you. It's funny because I was talking to someone the other day about 12-step. There is Overeaters Anonymous, and one of the first phrases, step one, is that you're powerless over food. And they're like, well, how does that work? If you're powerless over food, then whatever, just eat the food. Like, why doesn't that happen? It's like, oh, that does happen, actually. People do feel powerless over food. But step one is really about like, oh, turning that over, saying, okay, I'm powerless, but the dialectic is I'm taking action so that I feel less powerless. I'm taking action so that I'm not living in addiction. I'm taking action, and that could be small actions, or it could be larger actions. Larger action maybe going to a meeting or going to rehab for someone who's having an addiction that needs that. Sometimes food does need that, actually. They do have some food addiction rehabs around the country in the U.S. I think there's a couple around the world, actually, but occasionally someone needs that. So that's a larger action. A smaller action is I'm going to a meeting. I'm going to text a friend. I'm going to throw that away, whatever it is that perhaps is calling to you to eat it. It's things like that that are the smaller actions, okay? So it's holding the two. Yes, I feel powerless right now, so what is one action I can take to actually feel more in control? And that may be prayer. Prayer to the universe, religious, however you believe, something like that. That's a very small action that people can take internally, and that can help them in the moment. That doesn't look like you're necessarily doing something to somebody else that may be there. Like, I don't know, you're in a waiting room or something and there's donuts there and you're like, wow, what can I do? All right. I hope this helps. I know I veered a little bit off topic from the detach, distract, decompress, but hopefully some of the ideas I gave you help you. Take care, and remember there's free stuff over at my website if you join the newsletter. But really, like, check out the podcast. There's a free hypnosis for mindful eating that is often helpful for people. But you can listen at any time too. It airs around the holidays, so if you look around like November dates on the podcast, you'll find it. But you can search it on this YouTube channel right here too. It's on YouTube. So hopefully that would help you if you're struggling with eating as well. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.